When it comes to relationships, trust is one of the most important foundations. Without trust, doubts and insecurities begin to surface, and the bond that once seemed unbreakable starts to weaken. One of the most unsettling experiences in any relationship is realizing that your partner may not be as open and honest as you thought. This can create a sense of confusion, betrayal, and heartbreak. While it's natural for relationships to go through ups and downs, certain behaviors can indicate that a partner is keeping secrets or not being entirely truthful. Understanding these signs is crucial because they often point to deeper issues that could eventually lead to the breakdown of the relationship if not addressed. Sometimes these signs might be subtle and go unnoticed, especially if you're deeply invested in the relationship. However, if these behaviors persist or worsen over time, they could suggest that your partner is hiding something significant. In this article, we'll explore 12 signs that your partner might be keeping secrets from you. These signs aren't meant to accuse anyone without reason, but rather to offer insights into possible changes in behavior that could indicate something is wrong. It's important to remember that not every change in your partner's behavior is due to dishonesty, but recognizing these signs can help you address any underlying issues before they escalate. From avoiding eye contact to inconsistencies in their stories, each sign reflects a shift in behavior that, when combined, could suggest that your partner is distancing themselves emotionally or physically. Whether it's their sudden defensiveness when you ask simple questions, their increasing time away from home, or a growing sense of emotional unavailability, these behaviors might indicate that your partner is trying to hide something from you. The key is to approach the situation with a balanced perspective, gathering evidence rather than jumping to conclusions. Sometimes, personal or external factors like stress, work issues, or family matters can cause people to behave differently, so it's essential to communicate openly and give them space to explain. However, if the signs persist and there is a consistent pattern of secrecy, it may be time to have an honest conversation about the state of your relationship. By becoming aware of these subtle changes in behavior, you can take the necessary steps to either address the issue together or make informed decisions about how to move forward. Trust is built on transparency, and it's important for both partners to feel safe in expressing their thoughts and emotions openly. Recognizing these 12 signs might just be the first step in restoring or understanding the true nature of your relationship. They avoid eye contact when discussing certain topics. When someone is keeping secrets, they often struggle to maintain eye contact, especially when discussing certain topics. Their eyes may shift away, focus on something else, or blink more frequently. This happens because their mind is working to hide information, making it difficult to appear natural. They may look down, glance around nervously, or even pretend to be distracted by something insignificant. If you notice that your partner consistently avoids looking at you when certain subjects come up, it could be a sign they are uncomfortable or hiding something. Their usual confident or warm gaze might too. They suddenly become overly protective of their phone. If your partner suddenly becomes overly protective of their phone, it could be a sign they are hiding something. They may start keeping their phone face down, setting new passwords, or taking it with them everywhere, even to the bathroom. You might notice them quickly locking the screen when you walk by, or getting anxious if you reach for their phone. Their behavior around notifications may also change. They could silence alerts or delete messages more frequently. If they previously had no issue with you using their phone, but now seem defensive or secretive about it, this shift in behavior may indicate they are keeping something from you. Their schedule becomes unpredictable with vague explanations. When a partner starts keeping secrets, their daily routine may suddenly become unpredictable. They might stay out later than usual, cancel plans last minute, or frequently claim to be busy without giving clear details. If you ask where they were or what they were doing, their answers may feel vague, inconsistent, or overly generic, like just out with friends, or had some work to do. They may also become defensive when questioned or change the subject quickly. Over time, this pattern can create a sense of distance and uncertainty in the relationship, making you feel like they are hiding something important. They get defensive when you ask simple questions. When someone is keeping secrets, even the simplest questions can make them feel exposed, leading to defensive behavior. If you ask where they were, who they were with, or how their day went, they might overreact, acting irritated or accusing you of being nosy. Instead of giving a straightforward answer, they may turn the question back on you or change the subject. Their tone might become sharp, or they may laugh it off to avoid answering. This reaction happens because they feel pressured to keep their secret hidden, and any inquiry, even an innocent one, feels like a threat to their cover. 5. They start spending more time alone or away from home. A partner who is hiding something may start to spend more time alone or away from home, often without clear explanations. They might begin going out more frequently, saying they need time for themselves, or finding reasons to stay out later than usual. This change in behavior can seem subtle at first, but over time, it may become more noticeable. They may avoid spending time with you, even when you're free, or seem to have less interest in shared activities. When asked about their time away, they might offer vague or conflicting answers, making you feel like they are withdrawing emotionally or physically to keep their secrets. Their social media activity seems suspicious or secretive. If your partner is keeping secrets, their social media behavior might become more suspicious or secretive. They may suddenly change their privacy settings, making their posts or profiles visible only to a select group of people. They could start deleting messages, photos, or posts that once seemed normal, or act defensive when you ask about certain things they post or share. They might also start posting more frequently, but in a way that feels out of character, like posting pictures with friends or strangers without giving any context. If you notice that they seem to be hiding or altering their social media presence, it could be a sign that they're trying to cover up something from you. They avoid introducing you to certain people in their life. When someone is hiding something, they may become hesitant or avoid introducing you to certain people in their life. If they consistently avoid introducing you to certain friends, colleagues, or family members, it could indicate they are trying to keep parts of their life separate from you. They might make excuses like, "They're just an old friend," or "I don't think you'd get along." Alternatively, they may downplay the importance of certain relationships or discourage you from meeting these people. This avoidance may be a way to protect a secret, whether it's a hidden relationship or other undisclosed aspects of their life. 8. They change the subject quickly when certain topics come up. When a partner is hiding something, they may quickly change the subject when certain topics arise. If a conversation touches on areas they feel uncomfortable with, or could reveal their secret, they might suddenly shift the focus to something unrelated. This can happen when discussing future plans, details of their past, or even current events that feel too personal. Instead of addressing the question or topic, they might make light of it or bring up something completely different to avoid talking about it. This behavior is often a tactic to deflect attention and avoid revealing information they want to keep hidden. 9. They become unusually distant or emotionally unavailable. When a partner is keeping secrets, they might become emotionally distant or unavailable. They may stop sharing their thoughts, feelings, and experiences as they once did, leaving you feeling shut out. Conversations that once felt intimate may become surface level or awkward, with them offering short, disconnected responses. They might avoid discussing anything personal or meaningful, even when you try to engage. This emotional distance can also be accompanied by a lack of affection, such as fewer hugs, kisses, or expressions of care. The change in their behavior is often a way to create a barrier between themselves and you, keeping you from discovering what they are hiding. They over-explain or provide too many unnecessary details. When a partner is hiding something, they may over-explain or provide too many unnecessary details in an attempt to cover up the truth. If you ask about their whereabouts or actions, they might give an overly detailed account, often including irrelevant information to make their story sound more convincing. They might talk about minor, insignificant aspects of their day or provide lengthy explanations that feel rehearsed. This behavior is usually a sign of insecurity, as they try to convince you of their honesty by overloading you with information. However, this can often backfire, making their stories seem less believable and more suspicious. 11. They start making major decisions without consulting you. If your partner begins making major decisions without consulting you, it could indicate that they are keeping something from you. Whether it's a decision about finances, their job, or even plans for the future, they may choose to act independently instead of discussing it with you first. They might justify this behavior by claiming they're doing what's best for both of you. But the lack of involvement in these decisions can create a sense of emotional distance. It may feel as if they are no longer considering your opinions or the impact on the relationship, signaling that they are emotionally or mentally distancing themselves. This shift can be a red flag if it marks a change from their usual behavior of shared decision-making. You notice inconsistencies in their stories. If you notice inconsistencies in your partner's stories, it can be a clear sign that they are hiding something. They might tell you one thing and later give conflicting details when retelling the same events. Their stories may change over time, or they might offer explanations that don't quite add up. This could involve slight contradictions in their timeline, locations, or the people they were with. If they're caught in these inconsistencies, they may become defensive, trying to explain away the discrepancies or brush them off as misunderstandings. These inconsistencies are often an attempt to cover up the truth, and the more they try to cover their tracks, the more likely it is that they are hiding something important.